The 2015 Nissan NP300 Navara. Nissan has been building midsize trucks since 1985, with models stretching all across the globe. Here in US, the Hardbody and then Frontier have filled the slot, but overseas in nearly every other country, it's been the Navara. Now for 2015, the Navara moves into its 12th generation with the NP300 Navara. While we were expecting Nissan to announce the US spec Frontier sometime soon, the automaker has been quiet on the details. We do suspect many if not most of the Navara's details will transfer over to the Frontier, but we cannot be certain. That's especially true when considering the powertrain options. As for the new NP300, the updates are more evolutionary than revolutionary. A more ridged high-strength frame holds still the independent, coil-over suspension up front with a leaf spring suspension out back. Power comes from two, so far, improved engines, a 2.5-liter, inline 4-cylinder, gasoline mill and a 2.5-liter, inline 4-cylinder, turbo diesel. Both engines are more efficient and powerful, helping the truck do more with less fuel. A 7-speed automatic and a 6-speed manual transmission are offered with both engines. An electric, shift-on-the-fly 4-wheel drive system is available and is assisted by Nissan's Vehicle Dynamic Control System, Hill Start Assist, Hill Descent Control, and Active Brake Limited Slip. That last feature uses the brakes to apply force to a spinning wheel in low traction situations on both the front and rear axles. The mechanical differential then sends power to the opposite wheel. These nitty-gritty features all work together to make the Navara look like a solid contender for Nissan in the upcoming years. As far as the US version, it appears we'll have to wait a bit longer for any news. But when it comes, rest assured that Topspeed will have it covered. Click past the jump to read more about the 2015 Nissan NP300 Navara. Exterior. The Navara NP300 comes in two cab configurations, the smaller king cab and the full-size double cab. The updated bed is larger than the outgoing model and capable of hauling more items. Nissan also says in the press release below that the truck will be offered in both a narrow and wide body type, depending upon the region. Further explanation isn't given, but count on a narrow track version to be offered in countries with smaller, more crowded streets. The Navara's looks are fairly impressive. It shares the same design language as other Nissan models like its V-type front grille. Chrome surrounds on the fog lights and mirror caps help dress up the body, while nicely detailed LED daytime running lights call attention to the front. Out back, a chrome bumper and sculpted rear end are nice additions. The details that surround the taillights and flow upward to the tailgate's lip are especially interesting. Expect the bumper to gain a conventional, low center step for towing and easy bed access on US spec models. Interior. The interior of the truck is a familiar place for those accustomed to Nissan cabins. The look is clean with good amount of hard buttons to control the HVAC and infotainment system. Redundant steering wheel controls keep functions at the driver's fingertips, and a TFT screen in the center of the gauge cluster keeps relevant information handy. We're glad to see an old-school parking brake lever present, but an electronic unit may replace it in US-bound models. That would free up the center console for more cup holders or storage bins, a necessity for American buyers. The rear accommodations in the double cab look competitive in the current midsize truck market, though how comfortable the area is has yet to be determined. Overall, the interior looks well appointed and functional, though a bit too car-like in some respects. The steering wheel especially looks dainty for truck duty. Drivetrain. Nissan's list of powertrains for the 2015 Navara includes two engines. The first is a revised version of the current 2.5-liter, inline 4-cylinder, gasoline engine currently found under the Frontier's hood. For 2014, that engine produces 152 horsepower and 171 pound-feet of torque. We suspect it will get a well-deserved power bump, pushing its output to around 200 horses and 200 pound-feet of torque, but Nissan hasn't released any official numbers. The other engine is a 2.5-liter, inline 4-cylinder, turbo diesel unit producing 188 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque. Both engines are available with either a 7-speed automatic transmission or 6-speed manual. 2- and 4-wheel drive is offered as well. Nissan has also been quite mum on whether the 4.0-liter V6 will receive any updates for the US market or if it will even return at all. The same can be said about the 2.8-liter Cummins i4 turbo diesel the automaker showcased at the 2014 Chicago Auto Show. Prices. Nissan has yet to release any information on pricing at this point, but we suspect the truck's price won't deviate too far from the current range. Inside the US, the Frontier starts out at $17,990 for the King Cab and $23,600 for the Double Cab. Competition. 2015 Chevrolet Colorado. Like the Navara Frontier relationship, the Colorado will be a US spec version of GM's global truck platform, though it shares little with its foreign cousin. The Colorado will come in an extended and crew cab configurations with a 5- and 6-foot bed option. The truck's interior is built to the same standards as the current 2014 Silverado with fit and finish ranking pretty good. Under the Colorado's hood will be 3 engine options. A base 2.5-liter i4 will serve as the bottom dollar mill, while a 3.6-liter V6 will be the premium options. Then for 2016, a 2.8-liter Duramax i4 turbo diesel will be offered. Pricing for the Colorado and its GMC twin, the Canyon, hasn't been announced, but we suspect the trucks will start around the $20,000 mark. Toyota Tacoma. Like the current generation Frontier, the Tacoma is not a bad truck, it's just the better part of a decade old. Though Toyota is likely developing its replacement, we'll have to deal with the current truck for a while longer. The Tacoma is powered by the venerable 4.0-liter V6 making a reasonable 236 horsepower and getting 21 miles per gallon on the highway. The Tacoma is also the only midsize truck to still offer a single cab. That is important to buyers looking for a strictly work truck, but those people seem to be few and far between these days. The base asking price for the Tacoma starts at $17,875 and goes up from there. Conclusion. Overall, Nissan's revised Navara appears to be a good leap in the right direction in making a strong midsize competitor. The combination of a more refined exterior and interior make promises about a more refined ride and characteristics. With the Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon acting as strong competition, the heat is on for Nissan to deliver a solid truck with high levels of refinement, high tow ratings, an innovative bed, and a competent engine lineup. Love it. Good-looking exterior, better interior refinement, still a capable truck with body on fame design, the possibility of a diesel engine. Leave it. No major details released yet, no word on US spec Frontier interior looks a little too soft for truck use.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.